Hey, what's up? It's your boy. Welcome back to another Commercial Truck Chronicle video. I got a real quick update. Well, I just want to kind of put you up on some game. All right. Um, and I'm speaking to all my crypto investors or anybody into mining, right? Because mining is a way to acquire crypto. Um, Usually, it's free. You have to probably buy some equipment, but you can mine on your phone. So I have been mining. My brother, rest in peace, my younger brother had put me onto a Pi network, right? So, and this is going back a few years, and I have been mining. I had the app on my phone. I tried to start a community to get more people involved because that's how you kind of grow in your network or within the network. But so so it's the Pi network, and that's PI. Pi's open network. It just launched like all this time over these last few years. When I first got into it, it wasn't live. It wasn't nowhere. No exchanges had it. You couldn't buy it, and so now the network has launched, and I I use crypto bubbles to kind of monitor the overall network, and I noticed the price of Pi. So it's on this phone. This is an older phone, but I also have the app downloaded on the another my iPhone that I had, and then one thing led to another, and from the iPhone I transitioned to this phone, and then I transitioned to the phone that I'm recording on. But this is just kind of linked to the Wi-Fi, so I can use this for like social media and stuff like that or whatever, and to mine, right? So, and that's one of the things I have other different wallets up here on this phone, Phantom wallet, and these wallets, some like stuff like that, where you have cryptos. They're you just need a Wi-Fi connection, right? But it says here, this is from the Pi team, February the 20th. Open Network has officially launched, making, and I don't have my glasses, so making a groundbreaking moment for all pioneers. Uh, with with external connectivity now enabled, pioneers can engage in transactions beyond the Pi ecosystem, connect with KYB verified businesses, and access new integrations like centralized exchanges. Want to explore all of the new possibilities? Watch the above video from Pi Network founder. I can't even pronounce that name. I don't know that name. Is it Chingodia Fan? And read the official announcement and discover how Open Network unlocks a new era of Pi and how you can be a part of it. So this Pi ecosystem, I want you to see these signs, or that's the Pi symbol. Now, I had heard about Pi, like I said, from my brother. He told me about it. May he rest in peace. He told me about it some years ago, but very few people will cover Pi, right? Influencers and stuff like that on YouTube or any of those social media networks. I haven't really. I don't know if it's on the on X. I'm pretty sure they may have some. Have a page, an X page that you can go and you can follow. But as you know, I scroll down and we talk about the Pi network. Some of the people that have been involved in this network. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I guess I opened up a link. Back to the home page. So they have their own browser, of course. There's a browser, the Pi browser. And you can see there's a various different things that it has. But I was just trying to get you to see, it talks about mining, how you can mine it. And go to their home page. This is the browser. I don't want to be on the browser. I'm going to go back into okay, here we go. This page here. And this is like their news page where there's a lot of announcements and things of when, they were launching and stuff that they were doing. So I was excited to see that this network has moved forward over the years. And every once in a while, like I would open up the app and I would see, you have to hit the I'm sorry, you have to hit the mine button because it would give you an alert, be like, hey, don't forget to mine. You know what I'm saying? So your mining session usually goes for, I think it's like 24 hours, but every 24 hours you gotta hit the button to mine again. And I forget what that's all about. I forget. And in the beginning, I was more into it. I was when I first started with the app. But what really caught my attention is this here. I'm gonna show you. It's in the top 100 right now. So this is Crypto Bubbles. This is current price of all the different cryptos. That's IP. This is intellectual property. It's not Pi, but Pi's up here. And it caught my eye and I was like, wow. I said, that's Pi? I said, wow, let me make a video about that. So let me know if you guys are familiar with Pi. It's just PI, the Pi Network. There it is right there. So if you type in PI, it'll come up and it says Pi Network right at the very top over there. And it's got that symbol. Right? There it is. So at the current price is like $1.48 each. On my app, I'm mining for over some time now. Like I had the app and I still have it. The app's still open. I can go right in there right now. I remember at one time I wasn't able to transfer any of it because you weren't able to transfer it. It was just in the mining phase. And like the thing says, it wasn't connected to the network. They were just mining it. So now since the network has launched, you're able to transact. You're able to it has now integrated with centralized exchanges. That means it's on your, some of these major exchanges, whether or not they listed or not. You know what I'm saying? Like it probably isn't listed on some exchanges, but then there are those exchanges that it's going to be listed on. And as the price goes up, it's going to become the ecosystem is going to become more and more valued in terms of dollars. So it's one of those things you can mine it, and you can use your phone to mine it. So it basically is you're adding to the ecosystem. And oh yeah, the other thing is all the tokens, not all of them, but you have to listen to this. Like a large percentage of the tokens, I think 80% of those tokens, they belong to the developers or to the miners, to the pioneers. So you will be a pioneer if you were mining Pi, right? So those coins would stay in that circle. So it's not like institutions could just come in and buy it, because all of those tokens, and I don't want to mislead anybody, because I need to do a little bit more research on it, or get more up to current, just get more current information, because I haven't been really reading up on it. I will go up there. I think I did some stuff. I put some things up there at one time, some comments and stuff. This was a while ago, just because you can increase your mining rate. I think it may cost you something, so that the percentage of what you mine, like you can, sometimes you can turn up the thing, and so you're mining at a faster rate. I think that uses up more of your signal. It's one of those things. So it's kind of like proof of work or proof of stake, which is sort of like what the Ethereum network is. So that's it. I just wanted to say that. So if you know anything about it, or if you're interested in it or whatever, I'm going to leave a link in the description. I will try to anyway, if I can figure out how to do it. If not, catch me on the next one and I'll put it out there. But you can also go and just go to the Pi Network, PI. Go to pinetwork.com, I think it is. Yeah. And you should probably be able to get some further instructions. I don't get nothing from it. I mean, I'm not trying to get nothing from it over here. I'm just trying to bring the information to you. So, like I said, once the price begins to kind of go up, and then I have how much Pi I have up there. So at the top, that's how much Pi I've mined over the years that I had it. I've been doing it. Let me see. Okay, the dash balance. This is my dashboard. That's the balance of my dashboard. Some of it's integratable, and it says transferable balance is the pink. So that large percentage in pink is transferable. Then unverified balance is the yellow. So that's kind of like, I still have some of it that's unverified. I got to figure that out. That's a total of 50.863. And 0 has been migrated. So this other thing is, I guess that purplish look has been migrated. So that means that I haven't really moved any of it. It's still on the network. So, and that's cool, because it's been sitting up there for a minute. In case you don't know me, like I have a lot of these things that I do, like this is free money. If it's $1 right now, the price is like $1.50, and I've mined almost 200 of them. There's free money there. Then I have the Phantom wallet. I don't know if you can see the Phantom wallet. And then once I open up that Phantom wallet, this is where I got a lot of airdrops, where I was getting airdrops on the Solana network, on the Solana blockchain. Holy crap. Okay, there. $29. Free money. It was like $80 before, but the price has come down, like, of the coin. So still, it doesn't. These are things that I be having and that I'm holding on to. I'll check it in 4 or 5 or 6 months. It'll probably be up to like a few $100s or something. It could be great way to be able to kind of say, I don't know, put some money into it now if you want to, while it's the prices come down. Then when it goes back up, you'll have more because you'll have what they already gave you for free, which they gave me like 2,900 tokens. They were worth $80 at one time. I had made a video about it. But since then, the price has come down, and now it's only worth $29. So that tells you, like, okay, if I buy another 2,000 or some odd tokens, it will probably cost me about $20. Even if I put $5 in there, I'm pretty sure at the price that it is now, that those $5 will probably get me maybe 100, 300, or you know what I'm saying, however many more tokens, which would add to what I'm already holding. Then once the price actually over time goes back up, then I could pretty much guarantee that this is going to be a more of a little bit of money. It could be $400. And it would be great. See, I have this stuff, and I get up on it. Sometimes I check these wallets every couple months, and that's the thing about this. Some of these are long-term investments. They're not get rich overnight things. Like I don't think it went from $80 to $29 overnight, but it could have. It could have just crashed. But the same way it could have just tanked and went down, it could have just went up. So I do it. I do it pretty frequently. I have these different phones that I do it on too. That's the other thing, because then if you have another app, you can download. If you have different phones, you can download the same app and put it on a different phone. And if you get airdropped, you get airdropped to this phone and to that phone. And then you can just, if you want, at that point, you can probably cash it all out and just put it all into, you can cash it all out and put it into one bank account, So it's like a hustle for me. Like, there's another one I have here. Okay. This one. And the thing about these are, and they have referral links too. This has a referral link. This stuff has referral links. So this one here, Uprock, this one, what happens is they use your Wi-Fi. You know how they sell your information, right? You know how they're always selling your information. Well, these people are asking you, can we use not your information? We want to use your Wi-Fi so that we can broaden our signal. Okay, for their signal. So I'm allowed. That's like, how when you say you have solar panels on your house or something, right? And you generate electricity, right? You don't have to pay for electricity, but there's still a need for electricity, right? And they will pay you for some of your electricity, because then you can store your power or your energy, and then you can sell it to your local, town or city or whatever, right? The electric company. So that's sort of like what this one does, because they want to use your data, not your search engine. Like, oh, what are you looking at? They want to use your Wi-Fi basically, or your hotspot. I guess I want to piggyback off of that to be able to keep their systems from being over capacitated, because there's a lot of information out here that's constantly, search engines are, sending and receiving, different messages. Everything's so encrypted, but it's a lot of hash power. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of, it takes a big computer to be able to service everyone. So you get rewarded for it for every time they're using your stuff in the background. Like, So I opt into stuff like this because I know that this is the future of, the money is moving like information. You know what I'm saying? Like how fast you send and receive messaging and messages, or data. So money is moving fast, just like that. It's being made, you know, the same way. Like you're getting paid for, allowing the use of that space, that would be otherwise transferring information. Well, so it'll send you some money for that, or send you a credit or something. It's like tap and pay. Like, all of this stuff is very sophisticated. It's like Web 3. It's Web 3. Um, so there's so much use case that, when they come out with these new things, a lot of them are in test phases. Um, and as time goes on, it gets adopted. It becomes more and more used, more use case, the more the adoption rate speeds up. And next thing you know, the office job, and I don't know, I think that could be just to help, set up the AI to be able to get all of the, to position AI in areas where, rather than you answering the phone, it's all, the computer knows what to do now, and it does it, and it reacts. It's so. But and then there's one more I'm gonna share with you. It's called the sweat coin, right? And these are all things that I mean using to be making money, man. It's just like, like it's like a TikTok too. It's just like, like, okay, you're getting views, you're getting clicks, you're getting paid for it. It's the same thing with a lot of this other stuff with the crypto. You know what I'm saying? Now, you gotta watch it. They just had a whole big super hack, right? However, this stuff is to be expected. But I will say that once you do acquire or accumulate a certain amount of anything, your best bet is to um, transfer it to, like this thing was saying that I haven't migrated it. So you need to migrate it from off of those systems into a storage wallet, and that's kind of what I probably need to do with this one, at this point, because what's happened now is is launched on the mainnet, and so now it can be integrated with like Coinbase or Kraken, or or one of them different exchanges. So those are exit ramps. Those are places where you put your money on, and you also cash out of some crypto and take that money out and put it into your bank. So, when I say you have to integrate it sometime to prevent yourself from being hacked on those exchanges, that's what you need to do once you get a certain amount. Only leave a certain amount on those exchanges, or if you're going to mine a certain amount, you want to mine it to get to a certain amount, right? And then once you got that, you take custody of it and put it into your cold storage. So, and these are the lessons that we need to learn. This is like financial literacy for the future of money, for the future of currency, or you know. Because this is the wealth transfer, and the reason that the reason that a lot of people are going to miss out on the wealth transfer is because they're not positioning themselves with the understanding of the new system, where the old money is going to turn into the new money. And so they don't have a lot of people are not going to have the understanding of how to set up a payment rail to be able to have that money funnel into their account. And while there's going to be all this transfer of wealth, none of it's going to come to you. I mean, you could try to do all videos that you want and try to get the money that way, but I mean, that's going to be a way of making it. But there's going to be so many other ways of making it. It's going to be phenomenal, and that's all happening now, right? And it's been happening. A lot of this stuff has been developed 2016, 2013. I mean, they've been working on this stuff for like the last 10 years, 12 years, 15 years or so. right? And now a lot of it is launching. A lot of it is going into full effect. They're integrating a lot of this stuff into our daily, businesses and these companies and like so you gotta get on board. So yeah, this last one I'm gonna show you is called the sweat token. And they used to call me Swizzy or the sweat. It's just be Swizzy. I'm like, what up, Swizzy? What up, Sweat? What up with you? When I seen this one, I had to get it. It's the sweat token, right? So, it's a little bit of money, but like I said, we lost you. We lost you. I said, we lost you. Y'all ain't lose me. I just disappeared for a while. January 23rd, 2025. You were away for over 60 days and we haven't minted any sweat from you. So this right here is just like the proof of work or proof of stake, like I was talking about with the Ethereum network. Proof of work. Basically, this means because we know we're going into AI, right? So this sweat token, you earn sweat by actually doing some work. You gotta walk. It actually so they have the things that monitor your heart rate, right? So biogenetics or biogenetic, a lot of things, you got your thumbprint and stuff like that. So biogenetics is the next big thing in terms of artificial intelligence, right? They might try to take this video down. They might shadow ban this one, But for every footstep that you take, it's tracking you. So there's the GPS tracking, right? Because they wanna know that they're tracking everything and everyone, right? But they're also it doesn't monitor your heart rate, but it does reward you because this is so that we can move towards a healthy society, right? We want to, because people will at some point in time be without a job. Jobs are getting left and right, laid off, fired, terminated. What are people going to do to make money, right? And you got these people like Elon Musk saying that at some point, yeah, we're going to need to pay these people, because we have a big problem on our hands, right? Our health rate is horrible. So there's a lot of things that we could talk about that, right? So if you're not incentivized to go and get a job because computers are doing everything, what are you going to be incentivized to do? Well, health is wealth. So get up, walk. This app, it tracks your footsteps. It tells you how many footsteps you've taken, and it pays you. It pays you in sweat tokens. Now, this has been on the crypto bubbles. This is on sites. You can buy this token. This thing has been moving up. Well, I was getting into this. I should have held. I had a lot of it too, but it went up in price. I think that now, how much is that sweat token? Where's it at? Man, I knew it. I knew it a long time ago. I was telling people about it too. And I had some, but I didn't transfer any of it to a cold storage wallet. I left it on an exchange, which I'm locked out of that exchange right now. Still going back and forth with them to get back in there. I have a lot of it up there though that I paid for. I didn't have to walk and get it. I bought it because it was so cheap at the time. It was less than a penny, 0.000. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of it because I knew it. I said, this is gonna pop. This is gonna pop. because what's going to happen, computers going to take over everything. People ain't going to have a job. And then once they keep, and I know about all these other little apps and things. There's so much of this stuff that I could talk to you and tell you about that I've known about for a while. Other people have no clue. They're too busy doing a bunch of other stuff that I guess they figure that's gonna pay off for them. And this would have paid off for me, a lot of this stuff, big time, if I wasn't like locked out of accounts, lost. And this is how you lose it. You either get locked out of an account, the site get hacked, you lose your private keys or access or passwords, right? Because it's been so long that you don't even know how to get in there. Sometimes you can reset the passwords, right? There's another one too. I need to go. The people had the nerve to tell me. I try to contact them. They have the nerve to tell me they don't want to give me my tokens, that I need to try and get in contact with customer support or something. I'm like this. So the whole thing, you think, oh, it's a fraud, it's a scam. They're not going to make this easy for no one, especially if you was somebody that was in early, because they could see your account, and then now they know they owe you a bag, right? Yeah, it's crazy. But so the sweat token, let me just punch it in up here. I think it should be close to. I think it dropped. I think it had got up to like 5 cent or something. Oh no, it did drop. Yeah, it dropped. So on the year, okay, it got up to a penny. It got up to a penny. Got up to a penny. So the sweat economy. It's called the sweat economy. I've been trying to put people in this stuff for a long time, man. Just tell them about it. So you see some of the peaks, times when it peaked over there. It's down 19% on the month. I can't go way, way, way back, but it's less than so right now it's less than a penny. It's less than a penny. It's still less than a penny. So I'd say get some of that. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is where we're going with a lot of this stuff. A lot of these apps, man, look, this is where we're going. This is where we're going. And they have connected. There's so much that's happening with the biogenetic thing, right? I could sit here and talk to you all day and tell you some of the stuff that I know about, and I'm always got my ears open and my eyes open. But the thing is, right now, for less than a pack for say you go buy a dozen of eggs, right? You can buy, if you spent $10 and bought that right there, you probably would get it's 100 for $1. You get close to 10,000 or something of them. I'm pretty sure, right? 10,000. That's the thing. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a 10,000 challenge on the sweat token. You know what I'm saying? Anybody watching, 10,000 of those joints. You get, or we could do 100,000. If you want to do 100,000, because it's less than a penny, and you get 100,000 of them tokens, while it's now less than a penny, and as soon as it gets to like, let's say it gets to 5 cents, you got 100,000 of them. Man, I'm pulling my calculator. I have to tell you how much money that is, and you on your way at that point. You know what I'm saying? But don't think that it won't go to that price, because this is where we're headed as a society as a whole, especially with the way that things are changing right now. We have to talk money, because they're going to be auditing the Fed. You know what I'm saying? Or they're auditing the Fed. They want to go to Fort Knox. They're talking about reevaluating, you know what I'm saying, gold or the dollar and stuff like that. So this is cryptocurrencies, is digital money. This is a whole digital system of finance. You can get set up at this point because you can buy it. And see, that's the thing. I could see if it was something that you couldn't buy and you had to go mine it or do all the stuff that I'm telling you about. Like, oh, I got to download the app and walk for 100 years before I can get some of these coins. No, you can actually take $40, $50, 100, 250 or whatever and buy the coin. Like some money that you probably literally now, you don't want to take and put $100 because you know times are hard for everybody. People, I understand. I'm going through it. A lot of us be going through it. I mean, I don't care what you might think about me. Yo, you're in crypto. You're making this money with this crypto. You got this YouTube channel. You're making money with this and that. It doesn't hurt to still, um, you know, branch out into different things for the long haul. Remember, for the long haul, it doesn't hurt. You know, if I was the type of person that said, "Well, yeah, let me invest a little bit of money over here into this what they call that kind of gas, that new kind of gas. Um, I forget what it's called when they first came out with that, um, and so it probably would have been very cheap for me to invest in it at that, in the early stages. But now, you know, those cars that are powered with that, or they're using that for trucks and all kind of heavy equipment and stuff like that right now. I could have turned a small investment into a fortune. Um, just gotta be, you gotta be looking for opportunities and stuff like that to present themselves. Everything that's going to be you know an invention of some sort, into the future doesn't mean that it's going to take off. But if you're the type of person that's got a few dollars, I mean, at that point in time, sometimes you have money and don't know what to do with it. Like, oh man, I don't know what to do with that money. I'm gonna go out and buy me some clothes. I'm going to get some jewelry. I'm going to get my nails done. You know what I'm saying? Um, some of the most wealthiest people were laughed at because they didn't buy stuff. They never bought. They had money, but they didn't take that money and go buy nice clothes. They didn't take that money and go, spend it on an expensive house or nothing. Um, they didn't take the money and uh, take these vacations and things like that. They took their money, they invested it, they continued to work. While meanwhile, everybody else that was making money and they worked with was laughing at them like, ah, look at so and so, look at the shoes he's wearing. Look, you know what I mean? But these people were just focused on investing for the long term into the future. And you want to talk about wealth, these people have become freaking like so enriched. And it all started from, a small investment. And as you watch those investments, of course, if they start to do better, yeah, then that's when you double down and you put a little more money into it because you see that it's, the adoption rate, or it's starting to, you know, um, yield you a greater and greater return. So you're, each year annually, you're making more and more money. So you say, I'm gonna put some more money over here because it's doing pretty good. Doesn't mean, oh well, cash out, go spend it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's give it some more time here. Let's wait until it fully matures. When it comes to fuel mature, when it gets to fuel, when it gets to full maturity, usually a lot of times that's 5 to 10 years out. That's when you say, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna sell all my shares, or I may not sell them all. I might sell like 40%. You know, or you could say, I already took out my initial investment like 2 or 3 years ago because it's been doing so good, and I'm just riding on the profits right now. So then you can do what you want after that. So, yep, yep. That's just me, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been kind of just trying to find a way to, a way to retire early, a way to get back my time. I don't want to have to be doing uh, 12-hour shifts and stuff like that for him. Even in my own business, like working for myself too, like my own company, it's exhausting, it's draining. You know, you figure, well, are you going to get rich doing this? Are you going to be able to retire doing this? You're making good money, and then you're looking at it saying, I can't walk away from this. Um, so I think that the best way to kind of you got to always keep keep your you know keep your foot on the neck. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you'll never give it all up, right? So we want to start out kind of early at it. So if this is helpful to you, if any of this that I said is helpful to you, leave a like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the video if you haven't subscribed, and eventually it's going to get to a point where um, I'd say my investments have kind of like fully matured, right? I've been in some of these things for some years. I made some really good money. Right now, I still have a very very decent amount of crypto that's doing it's doing really well. I don't have as much as I used to have, but trying to get it back. You know what I'm saying? But it's still got a decent amount right now that's doing very well. But that doesn't mean it's time to throw in the hat or just kind of take the profits and ride off into the sunset and live dream life or nothing like that. I still got to get up and go to work. At some point, I probably will. I'll be able to do it. I'm almost guaranteed and sure. It might be sooner than a lot of people may think. I got to make that decision. I know what it's like to go back and have to start all over because I've lost a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've got on top, and I had a crash. To where it just took me down to zero. Start over, buddy. It's all good. Thank man upstairs though, I tell you, because I was stressed. But I know that this thing is still early. So this is a lot of those other ways of making money they're in the past. This is the future. So I know a lot of this stuff. I know it. I can sniff it out. You know, and I'm sharing it with you. So hey, you stay tuned, and I'll catch you on the next video. Um, Let me know what you think, and hopefully, something I said might be of some interest to you. Go check out some of those sites that I said. Let me see if I can get the description together for the Pi Network, and I'll make sure and leave it. If not, on the next one, I'll do my best. I'll make sure I get it in there so you can get on over there and check it out. All right. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Be kind.